All right, guys, good morning. We had a really good day in the chat on our buddy NIO. NIO was a near all-time high, and I was really hoping to get an all-time high from it, a break of all-time high. So as you see, back in August 26th, this level that we had at 2098 or 97-ish, I don't know exactly what, but that was all-time high, and I was really getting, for my watch to get that all-time high. But what happened on NIO was in the pre-market started really moving up too much. It started really moving too much, and that's what I hate about stocks moving too much in the pre-market. So see, this is a pre-market just before the market opens. That stock went all the way up to 2098. So my plan was to get a good entry near the VWAP, which is this blue line, and for the breakout of the, or at least test the all-time high. But it just didn't do that. It just went away too much, and it just made it to really difficult to trade. What happened? Market opened, and we just popped, quick pop, but I'm not gonna touch a stock that is right now open at 2094, and just the VWAP is down there. I'm not gonna touch it. Even if, no matter how strong it is, and no matter if I lose it or not. And after that, you see actually a sell-off happened. And I didn't take it even on a 1 minute opening range breakdown either, because let me actually get this pen out. Pen. I think I installed that. Yeah, I think I installed that. Yeah, so it's here. So yeah, I could be opening range breakdown, but I just didn't like the fact that it was above the VWAP. It was, by that time it was up now, I don't know, 10% or something. So yeah, I just didn't take it to the short until it bounced back. Market was really open, and really dropped, bounced back. I saw this engulfing, and I took a long at 2080 something, and I added a little bit more on it, and I was expecting it to pop back up. But then I look at the 5-minute chart, and 5-minute chart, and look at the 5-minute chart, and I say, what am I doing? This is a red candlestick. We are still on a lower high. So I just got out of it really quickly on a 1-minute chart. So I got to stop out here. So that would be my loss. So I got to stop that at 27. So I have lost 10-12 cents or something like that on it. But I realized that this actually could be potentially a good short, because now it lost the VWAP, and the whole market was really weak. Everything was setting up. Therefore, I decided to just flip my position from 2065, and yeah, the rest you can see it on 5-minute chart. It was just so weak. And NIO was one of the stocks that was really weak, but everything was really weak. And short from 2067 all the way up, covered some 2048. We had so many supports down there, like 2040, and then this moving average, previous day close, and another one 1980, just broke out of everything, and it just came down. And I think the last cover that I had was at 19. And then it bounced back, and I got out at the break. And not even the break even, I just got out somewhere around here. Still just struggling something, but I'm not gonna touch it either way. No long, no short. Sometimes you're done with a good move, and you don't need to really mess around with it. And yeah, so that was essentially the really good. So what I'm very proud of is just getting out of this one too early. Yes, this was an engulfing, this was a squeeze, but again, if you look at the SPY or IWM, which they're usually representative of the market, is just look at that huge drop for a couple of minutes, and that did affect all of these stocks, including Apple. And yeah, so I still have this IWM. I added a little bit more on this. It's just I'm getting really impatient with this IWM position, because every time in the morning it pops up, I'm up 20 grand, and then just sells off in that as soon as the market opens. So that's the situation that I have right now with IWM. There's a love and hate relationship. I added a little bit more on this way down. Now claim the VWAP, but there's so many resistances up here. So I wonder if I actually can start grinding up, unless Federal Reserve really making all of those money for us. But for now, it's just I'm just gonna hold it and see if we can get a little bit move higher. As I mentioned, there's so many resistances up here at 157, and on a daily chart, apparently really this level is just having a struggle, and popped up at 158. I was so happy to get even toward the 160, but it just apparently doesn't want to even bother, and this is not the first time. See, every time they pop up above this 150 level, big sell-off, pop up, big sell-off, pop up, big sell-off. So it's just too much selling pressure. Unlike a SPY that is just making all-time high, just running up because of these FANG stocks. Yeah, so that's a pretty much good trade. I did a couple of other trades in Apple, and what was that? There was another one, the DKNG. We traded DKNG too, and both on the short side and on the long side. But again, it's not something that I want to spend too much time on it, because I did trade. So I took a reversal on it, and then 2 shorts at the open. All right, guys. So that's it for tonight. Is the webinar. Ayman is talking about reversals. Ayman, can you share that reversal that you took with on NIO? So Ayman is a really good trader, so he took a really nice short. So he's gonna come at this webinar is at 5 p.m. on the Eastern time. We usually have it at 8, but because Ayman is in Russia, it's a little bit tough. So yeah, so that's his reversal. So as you see on NIO, yeah, you should be able to see that. So NIO, this is the sell-off I was covering here, and then he got this 19 and 1925. I don't know how he actually finds this kind of reversals, because here still we are really on a big down, but it's just he's going to talk about how he's doing it. So this is called the counter trend trading. So I'm not good at it. I'm really bad at it. It's like, for example, I took this on DKNG, popped up, and I tried to go long. I got a good entry on it, popped up, but I just didn't hold enough, you know, to for the next move. So that's my long enough. I did another one on Apple today too. Yeah, so Apple was, for example, this was a really nice pop. I mean, probably a better entry would have been here, but after I studied the squeeze, it popped up 130 for a couple of $100 with a small share size, which was good enough for me. So I had a pretty good day, 7,900, including. No, not including anything, because I still have that one. So a pretty decent day for me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the chat, tonight in the webinar. Yeah, have a good day, guys. How do I stop this?